Hello and welcome to the Titus Timeout podcast. I'm Jenny Abney Civvy, and I want to start by mentioning that the Titus Timeout podcast turns 3 this week. It's hard to believe that 3 years ago this week I did the first Titus Timeout podcast on what is VAV, and since then there have been 149 podcasts totaling over 11 hours of HVAC topics. So let's move on to this week. This week's topic covers 2 rules of thumb for spiral-mounted grilles. You often see grilles mounted directly to spiral duct, so it kind of looks like this. There are 2 rules of thumb to remember for this application. First of all, your velocity should be less than 1,000 feet per minute, and really 800 feet per minute is even better. So that's the first rule of thumb. The second rule of thumb is that the static pressure of the grill you mount on the ductwork should have a pressure loss of more than 1.4 times the velocity pressure in the duct. So let's look at this. If you remember from one of the previous podcasts, velocity pressure equals the velocity divided by 4005 squared. And let's say we have 800 feet per minute here, so we'll do 800 divided by 4005, square that, and you get 0.04 inches. So let's take this up here and say 1.4 times 0.04, and that equals 0.056 inches. So you want to select a grill for this duct that has a static pressure of 0.056 inches or greater. There are a couple of things I want to add to this. So if you have your duct size so that your velocity is higher than 1,000 feet per minute, the air is going to be moving by pretty quick and it's not going to go out. In fact, it's going to induce air into the grill instead of supply air into the space. The other thing is if there's not enough static pressure across the grill face, it's easier to pull the air in from the space as the air is moving by through the ductwork than it would be to blow the air out. So it's going to, again, induce air in. So you can also use a scoop to help direct the airflow towards the grill, which would kind of look like this from the side, with the scoop going into the ductwork. And now that's going to direct the air out the grill, but you need to remember that this will add pressure loss in your ductwork and can increase the sound in your space. So there are your 2 rules of thumb for spiral duct mounted grilles. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for taking the time out with us.